you haven't set your resolutions yet, I got you. Together, we are going to set realistic and achievable resolutions for 2021. Hi, my name is Fiona. From my happy place, we talk about everything in lifestyle, beauty, etiquette, and femininity. Fear not, 2020 was a tricky year, very tricky, but that should not make you fear to set goals for 2021. So it's nothing new that up to 80% of New Year's resolutions never see the light of day. They never see fruition. So how about you join me in changing the statistics today? For the most part, New Year's resolutions become unachievable because we set very ambitious goals. And I have nothing against ambition. It is how you package that ambition that helps you to either achieve your resolution or not. So let's dive straight in and see how to make this work. Okay? Number one, set specific goals. Do not be ambiguous. If it's a weight loss goal, be clear. I want to lose 5 kilograms this year, or I want to lose 5 kilograms by March, by June, by, be specific, because this gives you more room to police yourself. If you give an ambiguous goal like, I have to lose some weight this year, it will be very easy for you along the way to make excuses and not do what it takes to lose that weight, because you feel like, oh, you still have the rest of the year to deal with this. After all, you didn't set a specific goal. Oh, and that, and that, and that. Excuses. Leave no room for excuses. Also, specificity makes goals a lot more actionable. Number 2, bite-sized goals. Now, this is where our ambition comes back again. My recommendation is 1, make small goals that are achievable. Now, when you achieve one goal, it will give you motivation to work harder towards the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So if you have a huge goal, don't be left out. You can still do this. If you have a huge goal, you are going to break that into phases. So for example, say I have to achieve this much by the end of Q1, this much by the end of Q2, Q3, and Q4. So you police yourself knowing that by the end of the first quarter of 2021, I should have achieved this. So you see, you broke a much bigger goal into smaller phases. Now, achieving the first phase will give you more drive, more motivation to go and work towards the next phase, which will lead to the third one and the fourth one, and before you know it, 2021 is ending and you have achieved your resolution. How about that? Number 3, write it down. You cannot underestimate the power of putting something in print. Write it down. That way, even if life gets in the way and derails you from the goal, when you go back to your planner, to your year planner, you are reminded that there is this debt that you have to achieve. Okay? Also, writing it down makes the goal more visible, and when it's more visible, it appears more achievable to you. Yes? So write it down. Write down every last detail. Number 4 is planning. Don't just stumble into a New Year's plan. You can't do that. So how will you achieve something you just wake up and, okay, I'm going to do this? You have to set a plan. By now, you should have already decided, okay, this, that, and that are what I would like to achieve in 2021. So, what steps do I need to achieve every single one of these? So you pick out the most achievable and start with that. Create a proper plan behind it. For example, if you decide you want to immigrate to a new country, you're going to, number one, do your research on the country. 2, immigration process research. 3, check yourself. Do I qualify? Do I meet all the requirements? If I don't, what areas do I need to adjust? Your bank balance and everything in between. So you need to be prepared. So having put all of this down, prepared all of this, then you can say my goal for 2021 is to immigrate to this country, because you have a plan behind it. Yes? And then you will start following this plan one step at a time until you work and achieve this goal. Planning will help you work out every worst case scenario. Planning will help you. Planning will help you come up with plans A, B to C. Like, if this plan doesn't work out, how am I going to try and mitigate the situation? Like, you are going to have backup plan for your backup plan for your backup plan. That way, if by the end of the year you haven't achieved that resolution, it's not because you haven't tried. It's just to show you which area you need to try harder. Why? Because you had a plan. If you didn't have a plan, you wouldn't even know which area to look at, which area needs fixing. And finally, accountability. You need to be accountable to someone. Many of us don't have the discipline of simply being accountable to ourselves. Now, if you have that superpower, good on you. Keep accountable to yourself. If you don't have that superpower, get an accountability buddy. Someone that will keep checking in on to see how you're progressing with this goal. An accountability buddy will keep you in check, will keep your eyes on the prize. And one bonus point is, you know what? You don't have to give up on the goals of 2020. Seeing as rigorous as the year has been, for me, I look at 2020 as boot camp. If you could get through 2020, I want to think we can get through anything. So you can carry forward the goals from 2020 with a whole new plan and see how it works for you in 2021. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more tips to share, please write them down in the comment section. Interact. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Like, subscribe, and share this video. Until the next one, bye-bye.